man. You got the whole world in your hands, but you beat.
Hey everyone, bienvenidos a mi canal. I know I look a little crazy because I don't have my eyebrows on, but today we're gonna do a makeup look, a makeup inspired look, I guess. I'm inspired by St. Patrick's Day, and by the title you probably already knew that. So we're gonna do a St. Patrick's Day inspired look. So you know it's gonna be a lot of green, and I'm also gonna be indulging in some ASMR. That is Dr. Pepper and Jameson, which, if you didn't know, is Irish whiskey, and it's only appropriate that I drink this while I do this makeup. So with that being said, I pulled out a bunch of my palettes that have green eyeshadow in them to see if I can utilize them and see what I need. I'm not really sure where this look is gonna go. I don't really have an idea, but I just want to play with makeup. So let's see where we can take it. The rest of the video might be a little talk through or voiceover, but that's just to give you a little more thorough representation of what I'm doing, I guess. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Okay guys, so we're gonna start off with priming our eyelids, and today I went in with the Morphe eye primer. I'm really not sure why I went with this one. I've used it probably like twice, but and I don't really know how I feel about it, but I used it today for some reason, so I don't know. Next I went in with the Jeffree Star Androgyny palette, and I took that like taupey, like cool tone skin colorish eyeshadow, and I just blended that into my crease with a fluffy brush. No rhyme or reason, kind of like my transition color. And then on top of that, I went in with this Kathleen Lights times Morphe palette. I think it was like the first palette that Kathleen Lights came out with Morphe, or maybe the only one. But anyways, and I blended that with the same brush that I used on the first one. And again, with no rhyme or reason, just kind of like blown that out all over my crease and kind of above my crease and on my lid. And then I went back into the Androgyny palette and took that green color, which I believe is called Military. And I took a different brush. I took a more dense, kind of fluffy, like a tapered brush, and I focused that mostly in my crease to like precisely bring dimension into my eye and shape out my eye with that color. And I did have to blend a little bit more than usual with this color. I'm not sure if it was the primer, I'm not sure if it was the eyeshadows underneath it that was really like giving me a hard time, but it was kind of a struggle to blend these. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Maybe go in with a different primer, maybe use different colors. But yeah, I'm over there singing and dancing, having a jolly old time. So Okay, so I'm not sure why I didn't show you the palette, but I went back into the androgyny palette and I took that orange color, which I don't know what the color is at the moment, but it's the only orange one in there, which used to be my favorite. Well, it kind of is still my favorite color. I love to use it as a blush, but anyways, I took that and kind of just focused on a smaller brush just to blend out the edges. Make sure there's no harsh lines, make sure everything's blended, everything looked good, because like I said, I was having trouble with it. I went back into that Morphe palette with Kathleen and I took their green shimmery color and I tried to go in dry at first and there was really like no pigment, and so I sprayed my brush with Fix Plus and still it was lackluster, so I had to go with my finger, and then finally I'm like, okay, this is the pigment I was waiting for. Next I went in with my green glitter and I took some of that primer just to lay it down so that the glitter has something to stick to, and then with my finger I just applied that glitter right on top and it stuck perfectly. I didn't want too much. I didn't want to use glitter glue to make it look heavy, so this worked perfect to have it like stick. Okay, it stopped recording. I don't know when, and I was talking shit anyway, so but I look like this. I look like the girl. Have you guys read the book A Bad Case of Stripes? That's what I look like right now. Okay, but anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead and pat that in with my beauty sponge. Just gonna blend this guy. It's so hot in this room, like I just want to put my hair up, but for the sake of the video I'm not gonna do that. But you best believe after the video I am. But it's also hot in here because I'm drinking whiskey. So okay, so that's blended in right there. And with the Tarte Shape Tape, I use the color Light Medium Honey. And if you've never used Tarte Shape Tape and you just like purchased it, like you went to go purchase it or whatever, I suggest using like the smallest amount. This stuff is so full coverage, and it also can get really like cakey really fast. So just be warned, beware. But I'm gonna go in with a brush first, and then I'll finish it off with the blender. And I do that because, well, I do that now. Okay, I didn't always do that, but I do that now because I feel like with the sponge it gets like too cakey, maybe because it's wet, I don't know, but it gets like super cakey. It's weird. So I'm just gonna finish it off with the sponge. I'm so effing hot. You know what? This is coming off. I need freedom. This is what I need. I need freedom. So curly hair, if you put your hair up, that's it. It's over. Like, you cannot style it again after that. So putting your hair up in a bun or anything is the last resort. That's when you know we've given up all hope. I feel like my face looks super light in the camera, but I look like a freaking crazy person. I can't do this. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with some contour, and I'm going to use something a little different. I'm going to use NARS Laguna, and I haven't used this in a while, but as you can tell, I have hit pan long ago. So I'm just going to go in, because I always use the same Kat Von D bullshit. So we're just going to ignore that pretty blunt line that's on my cheek. I don't know what happened. Product just wouldn't stick to that portion of my cheek. And yeah, I don't know. It looks disgusting and it's bugging me, but there's nothing I can do now. So yeah, just enjoy the rest of the video. Okay, bye. Blush. The blush I'm going to go in with today is going to be Apricot in the Middle, and it's the Wet n Wild blush. And it looks like so. So I'm gonna take actually a brush I haven't used in a while, and that's my Real Techniques blush brush. I believe that's what this is called. Yeah, it's a blush brush. Just gonna tap in that girl and go to town. Happiness. So have you guys heard Janae Aiko's new album? If you haven't, first of all, what are you waiting for? If you have, what do you think? What are your thoughts? I'm a Janae Aiko fan. I've been listening to her since I can remember. I don't even know. I think the first song I ever heard from her was like, I want to say like Comfort In, maybe. Those days. I'm just going to do my under eye really quick. And basically I'm going to take that same color that I put over my lid. Not the glitter, but this guy right here. And I'm just going to pack her on. Gotta get a little close for this. We want it to be a little dramatic. Nothing too crooked. And a lot of fallout with this palette. And I haven't used this palette in forever. This is the Morphe Kathleen Lights. I think it's like the first palette she ever came out with them. Then I'm going to go in with the eyeliner from NYX in the color Milk. It's like the jumbo, like chunky stick of crayon. Jumbo crayon. And I'm just going to do my waterline. Oops, you can't even see me. And then I'm going to put some mascara. And the mascara I'm going to be using is, of course, my Kim K, which I need to get a new one because this one's drying out. So I need to go get a new one ASAP. Re-up. And add some on the top too, just to blend my eyelashes together. So I think I'm going to go in with Zaya by Luna Beauty. This is Manny MUA's brand. So I'm just going to take this liquid lipstick. Smells like cake. It's a little too orange for my liking, so I'm going to go in with a nude-ish color. If I can find one to save my life. You know, I don't think I have one. Ooh, this color. So just wiped it off a little bit. I'm going to go in with Slow Down Ultra Satin Lip by Shayla and ColourPop. And I'm going to go ahead and hit that in there. Yeah, I think I like this better. Yeah. It's not too intense, not too orange. Okay guys, so that is the finished product. I realized that I forgot to put an inner corner, so I just popped on a really yellow gold inner corner, and I thought it brought the look definitely together. I used this like gold-ish in this Juvia's Place palette that I got for a min, but yeah, I know this was a lot of different palettes that I used, and maybe you don't have, you know, all these palettes, but you can definitely follow along with the colors that you do have. And you know, it doesn't have to be the similar greens, but this look can be achieved by many different colors and many different palettes. So do as you please. But I was inspired because I frankly love St. Patrick's Day. I have a very traumatizing story about St. Patrick's Day, so if you want to hear it, I can definitely tell you. It's a little incriminating, but that's my past and I don't mind talking about it. Anyway, I hope that you guys are very responsible this St. Patrick's Day. Make sure not to drink and drive. Of course, enjoy yourselves, but please do not get behind the wheel when you are enjoying yourselves. That's why they have Uber, Lyft, And yeah, take care and have fun, because that's what it's meant for. I mean, we don't know the significance, well, at least I don't know the significance behind actual St. Patrick's Day, but I do love to enjoy myself a little bit of Irish whiskey and a little bit of beer, green beer for that fact. So I understand. So go ahead and enjoy yourself, but just be safe doing it. So yeah, I hope that you guys really enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to be rolling them out and you don't want to miss out on my craziness. And maybe I'll tell that story about St. Patrick's Day 5 years ago. But anyways, make sure to like this video if you liked it, and you can also dislike it if you didn't like it. That's fine. Leave me a comment on what you want to see me film next. And yeah, with that being said, love you guys so much. Thank you for watching till the end. I will see you in my next video. Bye.